Baragani, what's the news? What's happening? And normally your greeting back to me, or whoever pronounced that, would be the first principle of the day, which is
Umoja, unity.
There are 7 principles of Kwanzaa. Umoja is the first, and it's usually the black candle. Umoja. Second, Kujichagulia, Ujima, Ujamaa, Nia, creativity, Kuumba, and Imani. All of the symbols that you see here are symbolic with the celebration of Kwanzaa. Dr. Malana Karanga, a teacher, started Kwanzaa in America for African Americans to build unity and together within our people. It was important for us to know more about the culture of Africa and some of the specific aspects. Kwanzaa itself means first fruit, the beginning of the harvest that we're celebrating. Some of the symbols you see here, which is the mat, the foundation laid under the kinara, the makeka, and then zawadis are the gifts for the children, the red, black, and green flag or the bandera, the kinara again, the kikombe cha umoja or the unity cup which we drink the libation from, and the mahindi, the corn representing the fruits or vegetables of Kwanzaa, and the mazoa, as you see here, the fruits that we have displayed.
I'm going to do a little something to help those of you who want to celebrate Kwanzaa but says, I don't have all this stuff. Kwanzaa is a celebration for family. So we always have our family's portrait in our Kwanzaa celebration table. When we do Kwanzaa, we invite people. We always try to invite one family that has never celebrated Kwanzaa before. We have now been celebrating Kwanzaa for at least 30 years. One of the things we do is pour libation, and we use a unity cup. So, my DIY, do it yourself, because you may not have a unity cup, but you might just have a goblet or a wine glass. Tie a ribbon, red, black, or green, or all three, and use that to pour any plant or flower that you have. Don't forget, you're sending out cards for Christmas. Kwanzaa stamps. I don't send them out unless we have Kwanzaa stamps. Your supermarkets offer you all kinds of things. Look in there. This came from ShopRite Supermarket. It gives you ideas for children. It gives you all kinds of food recipes to do. So, all you have to do is ask, because if we don't ask, we won't get it, and it will dry out. My corn is about 20 years old. How'd you do that? Fall. This corn, the Indian corn, is sold during that time for fall and Halloween. Purchase it, wrap it up each year, and put it away in your Kwanzaa crate. 3 ears of corn because we have 3 children. But when our children by affection are home, we have to add corn. You said, that canard looks fantastic, but I can't afford a canard like that. Well, neither could we. We asked for it as a gift. But little voltage candles at Christmas time, red, green, use them. And if you're worried about a flame and you don't want to burn the house down, you can get the black candles, especially around Halloween, and red, black, and green ones too. So you can do these if you have small children. Now, one year when we went home to Philadelphia, our family said they couldn't find the canard. So creativity, kuumba, self-determination. we rented a hall, so we went into the church's pantry and borrowed some cans. Ha, smart, aren't we? We wrapped the cans with green, with red and black paper. And then we went to the dollar store and bought red, black, and green candles and set them right on top. And that's how we made our canar. They had a daycare, so we borrowed some blocks and set them up on blocks so everybody could see. The Kwanzaa material, one came from Walmart and one came from Joann's. But you have to look. He said there's a mat. Well, right now, our mat is on our family. And it is a round mat that says blessed. And it would be under our canar. Now, your table, you can set your table any way you want. You don't have to do what we do. I just put a lot out so you can see how to do it. You want to know about Kwanzaa and scripture verses, even though it's not a religious holiday, the principles have Christian values. So the American Bible Society puts out a Kwanzaa card. All 7 principles with a scripture to match each principle. Free. Ask them for it. Gifts, Zuwadis. There are books. Oh, there are so many books. Santa Kwanzaa. Even the Rugrats have a Kwanzaa book out, which is right there. All different kinds. My first Kwanzaa. But for our teenagers, now we give them the African American Catholic Youth Bible. And for the adults, we try to give them some specific readings. Gifts for Zuwadis. Every year, we try to do something different. You don't go out and buy all expensive gifts. Crafts. I get the children to do gift certificates. We make them up and they'll say, I'll wash the dishes for a week. I'll wash your car 2 times. I'll sweep the front 3 times during the year. But we made Kwanzaa balls, styrofoam balls, wrapped it with African print material, little ribbon, and you can find Happy Kwanzaa ribbon. Put it in a bag. They have Kwanzaa bags. Or make your own bag with a red, black, and green and put Adinkra symbols on them. Trace them. The internet is a great place to find these things. These are the things you can do to create your own Kwanzaa. Table. If you don't have that material, you can buy the paper Kwanzaa tablecloths and have the plates and napkins with your own invitation. Where do you get this stuff? You go to your neighborhood store that has party things. These are the things we do. And at our Karamu, which is the feast, everybody loves that. That's the adult time. The adults all bring a dish. Their favorite thing, their sweet potato pie, their red beans and rice, their gumbo. And we all sit to the table. Each table is going to be different. Your table is unique to your family and friends. It's a time for cultural music. It's a time for sharing. It's a time for the children to present talents. Give them a month ahead of time and send out your invitations. And ask them to dance, write a poem, sing, put together a skit, and share that talent. Even our adults. We've had a trumpet player. The guys got together with the kunga drums. So make it a festive time because that's what Kwanzaa is. Kwanzaa is fun. Kwanzaa is family. Kwanzaa is getting together. Add a storyteller, one of the elders. Involve them to tell the history of our people, the history of your family, the history of Kwanzaa.
This portion of the ceremony ends with 7 Harambes. Harambe means let's pull together, let's stay together as a people, as a family, as a community.
It also means Sankofa, to reach back. Sankofa, the bird, means he's looking back and fetching what he has. Reach back and fetch our history. Reach back and fetch our people. Reach back and fetch our gifts that we give to the church. We are God's people. And so we must share that gift with the world.
So Harambe, we go up 7 times with our hand open, and we come down with it closed, pulling together as a community. 7 times for each principle. Umoja, Kujichakulia, Ujima, Ujima, 7 times. And the last one, Imani, we hold it as long as we can. Imani! And come down. And that ends Kwanzaa.
And nobody ever wants to go home because we are just having a blast. We enjoy family and friends together. The pandemic has shaken it a little bit, but last year was our first year we did a Zoom Kwanzaa. And was it fantastic or what?
Very much.
You can do it. You only have to have the Spirit of God within because He created us to share our gifts with the world. Thank you.
Harambe.
And have a great Kwanzaa celebration.
Barangani. It's the first day of Kwanzaa. The first principle of Kwanzaa is Umoja, which means unity. Unity talks about us as a community coming together with our children, our adults, our senior citizens, all aspects of our people. We share our economics together. We share our plights together. We share our successes together. We share our lives together. And we create unity. It's so important to have unity. So today is Umoja, unity. Yeah!